On this screen on my right hand side here is a video. I'm going to press play on the video. You are going to hate the video. Due warning, the person in the video does something to the dog, and then we're going to talk about the person for a bit.
Hey, can you be a little easier on that dog, please?
You want him?
No, but you can't do what you're doing.
Pull on his collar?
You're choking him. You're hanging your dog.
I'm not hanging him.
He's sitting there by his neck and he can't breathe if you watch him.
If he stays here, then he doesn't get pulled.
Okay, well
That's
you
how
can't.
collars work. That's
You
how
can't do that.
work.
Not when you're sitting there holding him by his neck.
Okay, you can have him if you want him. He's
Put him up for adoption.
He is.
Well, you can't take care of him like that.
Okay.
The video you just saw was shot on Friday and posted to Facebook and has racked up over 3,000 comments. The video was shot and uploaded by Vincent Munatello. If I've butchered your last name, I do apologize. The woman in the video is called Michelle A. Sieber. She is currently being held on a $5,000 bail, according to the booking information from Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. Sieber is the daughter of Rhea Sieber, a Tarpon Springs City Commissioner, with Sieber, Michelle that is, living in the very RV you saw her adjusting the windows of in the video. She is currently parked behind her mother's wine shop. Let's talk about Michelle Sieber for a moment before we get to something her mother said, an almost cliché thing that will crop up when a female seems to commit a crime. I feel like I'm about to say something sexist, but I promise you I'm not trying to. In the video, Michelle A. Sieber was dismissive towards the comments about how she treated the dog. If the dog didn't move forward, then the dog wouldn't get choked, implying that the dog moving at all seemed to be a problem, based on her own actions. The dog resting legs on a bumper, because of course a dog can totally rip a bumper off an RV, is a problem. Therefore, what we must do is lift the dog off the ground with their tail tucked between their legs, because the dog was going to pee itself. And we know the dog was choked because the dog coughed. I don't understand the mentality some have, where somebody believes they are better than the animal they are caring for. Reasons for why you got the dog in the first place would surely be because you live in an RV, companionship, perhaps to help you deal with the loneliness. And your way of treating your companion is by breaking them, is by torturing them until somebody steps in the form of the video which led to a fallout, which we will get to, until the dog dies, the dog runs away, or until the dog is your bitch. Whichever's easiest for you, I guess, and I assume you'd want the dog to be your bitch. Although based on your off-the-cuff remark about the dog being up for adoption, one can assume your intentions were to get rid of the dog anyway. Although based on what I've heard of certain animal care in your country, I'm surprised you didn't just let the dog off the lead in a forest, or at the beach. Or just leave the dog outside the RV, we don't want them scuffing the precious carpet in there, right? Now to a comment the mother made, Rhea Sieber. She said by email that her daughter has suffered from mental illness and has been dealing with a lot of trauma for the past 7 to 8 years. None of which is justification for harming an animal. It is never justification for harming an animal. If you have mental health issues, you get help. If you're dealing with trauma, you get help. If there are no services available to you, might I suggest using the internet? I, from personal experience, can tell you, which is anecdotal evidence of course and must be dismissed, that there are surprisingly a lot of people on the internet that, when not trolling, can be quite supportive. Rhea Sieber also indicated she's now been subjected to nasty comments and harassments since the, quote, allegations of her daughter emerged on Friday. They're not really allegations at this point, though, are they? In the video, she kicked the dog. She then hung the dog on multiple occasions to force the dog into submission because the dog dared walk slightly in front of her. You do know there are training techniques, right? You would have thought access to the internet, which apparently nearly everyone has, would yield a result which could help you teach your dog to not walk in front of you, if that is the desired result. If your desired result was to hang an animal or cause them needless wanton harm, I'm sure there are also tutorials for that, although I'm also certain, if those tutorials existed, there would be people abusing those very people for doing it. There's a reason, by the way, people absolutely despise animal abusers. We despise them because they believe they are better than the animal they are caring for. Because a dog, while appearing to be a simple creature, is one of the most empathetic animals in the animal kingdom. Because we can trust a dog. Because we can teach a dog. And because a dog is a fantastic companion. I say this as there is a dog sleeping on my bed and another dog sleeping on the floor behind my chair. I'm not even joking. At no point have I ever felt tempted to harm either of them. There are 5 dogs in this house, by the way, none of them mine, but I trust them, and they trust me. Sorry about the mess, though. I've been doing a lot of work this morning, and the floor's getting replaced, so it's fine. Rhea Sieber also conceded that her integrity in business and service to the city of Tarpon Springs has been under attack, with her being quoted as saying, "Michelle is still in jail and I cannot bail her out. There are many lies out there saying I'm using my influence to get her out. I spoke to her, and she will be assigned an attorney and then wait to find out her fate." Thankfully, the police arrested her after the video was, well, shared about a bit, and I'm going to share it even further, link below. Just share it everywhere. Put the abuser on blast, even more so than she already is. Sergeant Robert of the police department, of the Tarpon Springs Police that is, said the suspect is apparently transient and resides in her camper-style vehicle with 2 dogs. Both dogs have been taken to animal control, meaning at this present time the safety of those dogs is in limbo. I'm sure many of you have very differing views on animal control. I've heard the stories. I am concerned. Hopefully the dogs are adopted though, because quite frankly, living in an RV like that is unacceptable. However, I should state, those dogs are going to stay where they are until the investigation is concluded, because for all we know she may still get to keep her dogs even after that, which would be absolutely sickening but also not surprising. There was one final allegation added to this, and that was that Michelle Sieber was spotted throwing the dogs into the RV wholly, which is very concerning if true, considering how small that particular RV is. I will, of course, keep you all updated on this, but I'm also keen to know what you think should be done to her based on what you saw in the video, so please let me know in the comments below. I should also now apologise. Many of you know I haven't been about much this week. It was because of what I said at the outro part of my video yesterday. I had some family priorities and obligations, and to me they take precedent over anything else. I will be streaming tonight at 9 PM on Omegon Plays some Euro Truck, and there is a new video on the Day 3 Supreme Court ruling, or appeal even, the ruling is today, on Moistonia Live. Both linked in the description below, please check them out or join me later. So I hope you'll have a lovely Tuesday, and thank you all for listening.